Ooh, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Wednesday. We're going to get things started off right today. On the first half of the live stream, we will cover Bitcoin, altcoins, stocks, and anything else that jumps out at us on the watch list. If you're new to the live stream, awesome. Welcome. If you're returning to the live stream, even better. Good to see you back on here. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only, and hopefully find a little bit of entertainment along the way. Whether that is making fun of me or not, we'll try to have a good time while we continue to sniper the markets together each and every day. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good to see you guys back on here. It's awesome. And with that, this is the Bitcoin holds 70,000, but for how long? But for how long? So that's the title of today, and that's what we're going to dive right into it without wasting any more time, spending any more time on it. But Jason, good morning. Good to see you back on here. Caesar, good afternoon. Over there on the East Coast, good to see you back on the live stream. So with that, let's get rocking and rolling. This is the chart that we've been watching. It comes to us as no surprise on the live stream. We've been covering this every single day. And we've been covering it every single day since the Bitcoin Wyckoff chart that I posted back on October 8th. So on October 8th, when Bitcoin was at 123,700-ish, we posted the Wyckoff distribution. There was a reversal candle at the very top on October 7th. Then we posted the Wyckoff distribution on October 8th. And then on October 10th, we posted the Bitcoin bear market weekly chart. The roadmap to the Bitcoin bear market, right? So we know all of that, but that's just a quick recap. Then over here, we're talking about, let me get this dialed in for you. We talked about price is breaking down and it's getting oversold. Even in a bear market, we expect bounces along the way. We expect relief rallies along the way. It was getting oversold. And we're talking about bounce. Bullish divergence, breakup. Price comes back up and hits the exact same two market sniper targets that we saw in March, April of 2022. Hit the exact same. Over here, we're talking about there was a sell signal and there was a RSI sell signal. And that's what I'm pointing out down here is the RSI sell signal as well, right? Price then went sideways for about a week. Price was here. Price is currently here. There's an RSI sell signal. Price is getting sold. We were talking about expect bounces along the way. Bullish divergence. A lot of similarities. Price came back up into the same exact market sniper target box. Will this time be different? It could be. But as of right now, there are a lot of similarities to this last bounce over here. This last relief rally, there are a lot of similarities, right? Profit taking at the bottom with the wick. Bullish divergence. Come back up into two market sniper targets similar to over here. Price broke down, come back in, retest, back test the trending dots as of right now. Under 200 week. Yep. Yeah, we'll cover it later. We'll cover it later. We've been covering it the whole entire drop on Microsoft, so we'll circle back and cover it later, along with any chart requests. So stay tuned. But to finish my thought over here, price has come back to retest the trailing dots. Wick, and wick, and then the next big drop could be coming soon. So It battled for about a week on this last drop. It's battling the past 3 days. Price is here. Price was there. Is price going to go lower, right? We don't have a magic crystal ball, but the probabilities have continued to increase that we're going to see lower prices. Just like we're going to cover it on the weekly chart, the 2-week chart, the 3-week chart, and the monthly chart to show us the overall bearish momentum, right? The overall bearish momentum is what is telling us that we are expecting these bounces to get sold off, right? And there's a lot of other reasons too. So we're going to cover all of that today and then some, right? So this is the chart that we continue to watch on the daily. And if we go over here, a couple different looks, a lot of similarities that we drew this out in advance, right? We drew this out in advance. We could see the triangle, the fake out to the upside. And then once price started breaking back below this triangle, then you could see that the target was all the way down here, right? Another fake out to the upside, comes back down. So once you start seeing price break down from, say, 66,500-ish, then that target would bring you all the way down to 53,000. So still a lot of similarities, no matter how you look at it. Could you please check Hims and Hers Health stock? Sure. Yeah, we'll circle back on it later. Stay tuned. Thank you for putting in all the details. This is exactly what we need to keep the live streaming so I can search for it quickly. Is put in the ticker symbol, just like FICOS83. He's been doing this for a while, so I appreciate it. Tell me exactly what, if it's crypto or stock, so that I can search for it quickly. He also added NYSE, N-Y-S-E, so I can search for it fast and keep the live streaming over here. So that's exactly the format that we want to see it, so I can look for it, search for it quickly, and then chart it for you and keep everything's rocking and rolling over here. So a lot of similarities on this Bitcoin daily chart as well. And then, of course, we drew it out over here too. So you got that longer term upward trend line. Once it breaks that, that's the higher probability. It hasn't done that yet. This more aggressive upward trend line, broken, sell signal, right? Broken, sell signal, come for a back test on this more aggressive upward trend line. You could probably see it a little bit better on your screen if we make it a solid line, right? So make it a solid line, and then you could see over here. Yeah, right there. Okay. And then you can kind of see, if you zoom in here a little bit better, broke down, sell signal, right? Broke down, sell signal, broke down, come back up to retest it. It did not retest it back up over here. It retested over here. So that's where we're at right now. It broke down with the sell signal below the trading dots, and now it's retesting and trying to hold on. The bulls are trying to hold on the trending dots and the upward sloping trend line. So again, the title, Bitcoin holds 70,000, but for how long? Question mark, right? Just double check the mic. We're good. If you've been following me and on the live streams for any length of time, then you know that one time in the past, I went on a good rant, a good ramble for 22 minutes. And I had like 50 comments telling me that the mic was down. So now anytime I accidentally touch it with my face, I look over and I see that the mic is still good. So that's why I do that, because I don't want to go 22 minutes again, right? Try to learn from our past. We've gone like 1 to 3 minutes with that issue, but we haven't gone 22 minutes in a very long time. So it's funny. You got to laugh about it. I'm not a robot. I'm human. I do my best not to make mistakes, but as a human, we are going to make mistakes, and that's okay. And that's okay. So with that, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Dr. Payne 7428. Hello, hello, hello. Bring on the next leg down. KKK. My cash is waiting. K. Yep, 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 yep. Cool, 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 cool. So that's the daily chart. With that, couple things we want to show and talk about today is that we've never taken $1 of affiliate money ever. We've never promoted a token. We've never had paid sponsors whatsoever. So what we always do is take a look at, Market Sniper Pro for 10 minutes. And just real quick, what we're offering over there is because we have this whole entire charting system. So you can see us over here on our charting system. And we have our dashboard, indicators on TradingView. We're still using TradingView as a bridge. And but we have our own, but we recreated the indicators on Market Sniper Pro as well. Recorded coaching. We have 70 plus hours of recorded coaching. We have our own online community as well. But we use Discord as a bridge still too. So we're still using Discord for certain things like our Market Sniper alerts that's going on. So we have all of that over there. So go check it out. And what else? What else? You can find us over here, Market Sniper Pro, the features, a couple things. The screener has been finding stuff for us. We've automatically set parameters. So the screener is finding breakouts to the upside. So for example, the screener alert, thing of beauty over here. We got the sniper alert in the Discord on March 23rd. Sniper alert in Discord. And then it pumped up 18%, 19% since that sniper alert in the Discord. And then, of course, we're sending out those. Not the sniper alert in the Discord has got the full details, but we're also doing mini teaser sniper alerts without the details on Market Sniper Pro as well. So if you went over here and you saw Market Sniper Pro, Pro HPE, right? As an example. Then you see like the full details are in the Market Sniper members, but you saw this alert, and this is what you would see plus all the details. And then it was at $22.32. Come back over here. It pumped all the way up to $26.42 so far. It's flipped from bullish with a buy signal to ultra bullish in a short period of time. So all that is on there. For one, watch out for scammers out there who are impersonating me. They're all over the place. It seems like X was doing a great job eliminating all those scam impersonators, but they've seemed to come back in the last week or two. So be careful. If you ever have a question about something, direct message me. It's better to be safe than sorry. Do not get scammed by those impersonators out there. So with that, also wanted to point out a couple things that, our good friends at Whale Alert is we haven't taken $1 from Whale Alert, but we appreciate them being our friends. And you're going to see dashboard on my desktop. You're going to see Whale Alert transactions happening in real time, and we will be clicking on those throughout the live stream. So they're just our good friends, right? We're not taking any affiliate money from them whatsoever. But I just want to point that out. Shout out to Whale Alert. over here. Thank you for your friendship, and good things are happening, and we have a bright future. So shout out to Whale Alert over there. So don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. We did not sell out and take any money from affiliates, but we are making friends, and we continue to build friendships over here with Jesse Olson. That's me. So with that, let's get rocking and rolling. Let's get back to we're going to cover the weekly chart as well. We'll come back over here. Let's see, weekly chart. We put this weekly chart out over here. Oh yeah, buy the right dip. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Crypto Visor over there talking about you, Jesse. Who's Crypto Visor? Who's Crypto Visor? Can you direct message me with their link? I don't know who that is. I'm truly in like my own bubble. I do follow some people, and of course the X algorithm shows me some people, but I am so hyper focused on our own charts. I don't even know who that is. So direct message me, and I'll check out who Crypto Visor is. Agrees with my predictions. Cool. Usually people don't agree with me. So they didn't agree with me on October 8th. They did not agree with me on October 10th when I posted this chart over here. This was the bear market roadmap that I posted on October 10th. So nice Wind Diesel. Cool. I'll take a look at it today if you want me to. I think someone else was asking about Tau yesterday as well. So still ripping. Are you still pushing that trade, Wind Diesel, or not? So we can take a look at it, but that'll be interesting to take a look at. So the Bitcoin bear market roadmap still below the weekly trending dots. As you can see, at $80,000, they've come down, but their price is consolidating. Price is letting the trending dots catch up. Price is letting the moving averages catch up. Oh, one thing I wanted to look at. Let's see. Let's go over here. Analytics. I know we're going to jump around real quick on Whale Alert. This is pretty awesome that I found average buy price, and it lines up a lot with our targets, right? So if you were over here at Whale Alert, sadly, no, I was comfortable sleeping with the size I went in. Well, hey, if you secured a big win, that's all that matters. Like, you want to keep trying to push trades, but at the end of the day, realized gains are much better than unrealized gains because things can reverse. So if you had a plan in place and if you executed your plan, that's more important than more money or more potential money, right? Now the other side of that is if you had a plan and you exited your plan early and you left money on the table, that's a problem. That's a problem. But if you executed a plan and locked in gains based off of what your plan was before you took the trade, that is, I'll never say bad things. I'll be all about it. So London, UK Not So Sexy News, aka Lawrence. What's up? Good to see you on here. So to finish my thought over here, if you're on Whale Alert, again, I've never taken $1 from them, but our good friends at Whale Alert, this lines up with the Market Sniper targets as well. So you can see the average buy price, and we'll cover this more in details. I just want to give you a quick glimpse at it. You can see the average buy price for Bitcoin is at 53,141. And the current price is at 70,897, as we know by looking at our charts. In the past, It doesn't mean it's going to happen again, but the average buy price in a bull run is upward sloping and increasing with price naturally, and then it starts to flatten out. And then as prices coming back to the average buy price, and then what's interesting is Bitcoin price comes back to retest the average buy price and or goes below it. And then back into the bull run, it crosses back above it. It hasn't retested the average buy price yet. And if I zoom in here, you can kind of see where it came back. And then once it went above, it was above it for the whole bull run, right? So if you go back to all time, it also did that back in 2018. So it peaked December 2017 at 19,000. And at the same time, Bitcoin average buy price was at 3,300, right? And let's see if I get it right on. It's close. It was at 44.81 when Bitcoin price was at 19,000. And then price came back to the average buy price of 4,800, right? And even came back to retest it again. So it lines up a lot with the 200-week SMA. The 200-week SMA is at 59,269. It's a slow-moving target. So the average buy price on chain for Whale Alert is at 53,000. And that also lines up with our fourth target over here. Our fourth longer term target is at 55,800-ish in the middle of the box. And even our target at, let's see, let's go back over here, Bitcoin. We have a target down here based off of the daily chart, just right around that 53,000. And in the past, like we said, it's gone below it, right? So it's currently at 53,000. And price has gone below it in the past. Will that happen again? We don't know. We don't know. But there's several reasons, not just one, several reasons why the bottom is not in. There are several reasons why Bitcoin could go to back below $60,000. There are several reasons why Bitcoin could go to $56,000. There are several reasons why Bitcoin could go to 53,000. As I just showed you another reason why on the average buy price. SoFi, so good. SoFi, so good. There are several reasons why Bitcoin could go to $40,000. And we're about to cover that right now. We are still in a bear market. The overall bearish momentum on higher time frames remain bearish. The weekly chart, still below the trailing dots. In the past, we saw red trending dots in the bear market come all the way back down to the 200-week SMA. They haven't come back down yet. Will it? Maybe. But they have not come back down to this area yet. And they did come back down this area in September 2022. And then there's a weekly buy above the trending dots, January 2023. I bought the right dip personally at 16,800, January 4th, 2023. I'm looking to buy the right dip again, waiting for a higher probability of reversal. So that's where we're at on the weekly chart. Getting closer and closer and closer, but we're not there yet. Let's go to the 2-week chart. The 2-week chart, the 2-week trending dots are up here at $95,000, almost $96,000. In the past, the 2-week trending dots came all the way back down to the 200-week SMA as well. This is going to be more lagging. The higher the time frame you go, the more lagging it is, right? We're not there yet. We're not there yet. You can see the middle of January, the 2-week candle closed back above the trending dots, signaling additional reasons why the Bitcoin bull market is back on, right? Middle of January, back above the trending dots, which were below the 200-week SMA at that time. Let's look at the 3-week chart. 3-week chart, red trending dots came all the way back down. It took time to play out. The 3-week chart, red trending dots came all the way back down to the 200-week SMA at $25,000. It was already reversing. And by the time there was a buy signal and a 3-week candle closed back above the trending dots, it was already March 2023. So again, the higher the time frame, the more lagging it is. So we will be ready for it. But even if you took a more conservative approach of buying the right dip on a higher time frame, you could still see from candle close above the trending dots on the 3-week chart was at 28,000. Filled that first CME gap. And then a candle close below it was at 94,000. That would probably still outperform most influencers, most quote unquote self-proclaimed experts. That's still 237%. You can see the average buy price. You can see the average buy price. If the average buy price in 2023 was around, this is not just me making things up, this is actual real data, $20,000, right? This 3-week candle would have been at 28,000. This 2-week candle would have been at 23,000. That would have been the average buy price. Sell signal, 87,000, right? And then you see the average buy price at the peak. There's multiple deviations away from the average buy price. It moved up to 50,000 when price is at 123. When it goes multiple deviations above, it's like pulling a rubber band too far to the left. If you release it, it snaps back, right? It snaps back to not only the middle, but then it might go to the right as well. So just imagine pulling a rubber band. In hindsight, that's accurate. From 123 down to 65, and we are yet to retest. We are yet to retest the average buy price. So, is it going to? There are several reasons why it could. Let's go to the monthly chart. The monthly chart, we don't even have red trending dots yet. Red trending dots did come all the way back down the 200-week SMA, very lagging. But you can see the bullish engulfing candle here at 23,000. That was close to the average buy price of 20,000, right? And then you had the buy signal back above the 200-week moving average, all that stuff, right? So we're not there yet. We had the monthly sell signal, May 2022. We had the monthly sell signal, January 2026. We have other things that we were watching on the monthly chart. We had bearish divergence. We had an RSI sell signal, November 2025. We had a MACD bearish crossover, November 2025. So anybody since November who have been calling for $250,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2025 or the first quarter of 2026, which is almost ending. The first quarter of 2026 is ending in the next 6 days. Anybody calling for new all-time highs in a short period of time, They don't understand higher time frame bearish momentum or higher time frame bullish momentum. We lost bullish momentum. These monthly candle momentum indicators are showing that these are confirmed in November. It was telling us with divergence, not only on RSI, but on MACD, was showing us there are divergences. Price is going higher. Momentum was fading, showing us, giving us divergence, seeing the move before it happens. And then November was the confirmation. And I was posting that many people are calling for new all-time highs. And I said a monthly MACD, which is free, would outperform most self-proclaimed experts. And in hindsight, that was accurate. Again, I said the same thing in 2022. When there was a MACD bearish crossover, January 2022, I said this free MACD monthly indicator would outperform most self-proclaimed experts. And that was accurate again, right? So history doesn't always repeat, but it often rhymes, as they say. Let's go over to, let's keep moving and shaking over here. We are on a tighter schedule, my own schedule. Let's see, what else? Monthly chart, HODL. Another reason why price could go down to 39,000 is if price retests the low. If price retests the January 2024 lows at $11 on these Bitcoin ETFs, then Bitcoin would be at below $40,000, right? So here's the Bitcoin ETF HODL all-time lows, January 2024. That wick right there. It lines up with Bitcoin's 5th longer-term target. In 2022, Bitcoin retested and hit target 5. Created bullish divergence at the bottom. Will that happen again? I don't know. If so, it'd be a 70% correction from the top. In the past, Bitcoin has corrected at least what, 76, 78% from the top. It used to be like 80, 84%. So 70% would still be right on track. A little bit lesser to the upside, a little bit lesser to the downside. That's my main thesis. My main thesis is that in October, my main thesis was Bitcoin's not going to make $250,000 by the end of 2025. Bitcoin would retest the blue line, which is at 59,272, before it hits $250,000. That was my main thesis. It's more likely we're going to hit target 4 and target 5 than we are Bitcoin making a new all-time high in 2026. The probabilities are stacked that we're going lower, not making a new all-time high in 2026. Quarter one's already done. Basically, 6 more days. And these charts are continuing to be right. Charts are always greater than news or narratives. There's many ways you can look at the charts, right? So everything is still trending the way we say it is. Now, do we have a magic crystal ball and is it going to drop today, tomorrow, the next day? That's the part we don't know, right? Come over here, the weekly chart, take a look at it from a line standpoint. You can see it a little bit better, right? The opportunity zone. No, we are not a perma bear. We are bullish on Bitcoin and crypto. We are bullish on Bitcoin and crypto. This is why we cover it. We're not covering Bitcoin and crypto, altcoins, because we're against it. We are for Bitcoin and crypto, but we're looking to buy the right dip. That's the purpose of all this. And if you zoom out on the weekly chart, the weekly trailing dots continue to drop down. You can see the 2022 fractal, right? It's possible we see lower prices middle of April. It's possible we get back into the opportunity zone the middle to end of April. It's possible we buy the right dip in November or October of 2026. Now, there's one thing to consider. One thing. If the SP 500 is in a longer term 2008 like crash, or if we are in if the indices like the NASDAQ, SP 500, Dow Jones are in a .com bubble like crash, then I would expect much lower prices. That's the one if. Bitcoin has never experienced a 2008 like crash. Bitcoin has never experienced a .com bubble like crash. If then. So this is why I choose to buy the right dip and not just dollar cost the opportunity zone, right? The opportunity zone is below the 200-week SMA historically, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen again. I choose to buy the right dip, and it would be amazing if we got another move up like that. But that's not going to happen in 2026, right? This is where the bearish momentum happens on the higher time frames. It just takes time for the momentum to get turned around, right? It takes time. So we're not there yet. Let's go back on candles. Let's go to Bitcoin versus gold. One of the things that I've been pointing out that is different this time is that Bitcoin versus gold has never had a downward sloping 200-week SMA. Never. This is the first time ever. Also, it's the lowest RSI monthly reading close ever in February was 34. First time ever. That's not bullish. That's bearish. So we'll keep an eye on that. You wouldn't want to see Bitcoin versus the dollar do something similar. Otherwise, we're going to see much lower prices. XRP, let's go over here. Still in the downtrend. We still talked about once you had a weekly candle close below here, that the probabilities would increase significantly that price comes back and retests the 200-week SMA. It got within 2 cents of it. So most likely not done yet. Expect bounces along the way, right? Ethereum, a couple things to point out on Ethereum. Downward sloping 200-week SMA like Bitcoin versus gold for the first time ever, right? For the first time ever. Double wick top on the monthly chart. A lower high on the monthly chart. And there are a lot of reasons why we could see price much lower. This chart does not look good here. So maybe this will or will not play out. This is just an idea, right? The trending dots are still up here, and they just flipped red as well. So the trajectory looks to be down, right? So if you draw out the trajectory of the 200-week SMA and the trending dots, it's going to take time for that momentum to flip around, right? You can see over here the trending dots. Now the low was in over here June 2022, but it'll be interesting. But that was an upward sloping 200-week SMA, right? Upward sloping. Now it's downward sloping. Completely different animal. Chain link, still downward sloping 200-week SMA. Bear market since May 2021. Cardano, same thing. Algo, same thing. Currently sitting at below 9 cents at all-time lows. H-bar, similar thoughts. Had a bigger move up in up to January 2025 and made a new all-time high. So that's one of the ones that kind of one of the outliers that pumped really hard. XLM trying to regain the downward sloping 200-week SMA. Red trending down the monthly chart. Expect bounces along the way. MicroStrategy still on track over here. The weekly chart. The Adam and Eve double top pattern was the canary in the coal mine for Bitcoin again. NASDAQ will come back to it. Gold. Let's see. Gold dropped all the way down to 4,100, is bouncing, letting the train dots catch up. We actually drew this out back here that we could see it come back down, and then we'd see if it puts in a lower high and basically consolidates, pumps back up, and then comes back and retests the 200 before possibly making another multi-year run, right? We talked about that. Silver, similar thoughts. The dollar is still bullish on the daily chart. The dollar is still bullish on the weekly chart. So we're continuing to watch that over here. What else? Dow Jones. This is the weekly chart. Bearish still, catching a bounce. SoFi. Somebody mentioned SoFi. Still in bear market. MU. I posted this the other day. There was the screener caught it for me. Well, I was using the screener manually. Was I? Yeah, I would use. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. We have so many screener alerts daily, bullish and bearish in the Discord. I've only been posting the teaser ones on Market Samper Pro for bullish setups because I don't want to overwhelm and flood it too much. But I'm pretty sure I caught MU on the screener myself. There was bearish divergence. It was breaking down in real time on Monday. We pointed it out when price was at 423. I was going to buy puts on Monday at 423, I think it was. And I just got sidetracked and I missed it. But I don't want to chase. So there was a sell signal at the end of the day on Monday. And since then at 403, and then since then it's come down. The reason why I don't chase is because what could happen is MU drops. I mean, that would have been a reason to chase, but if it drops, say 40%, as if it starts in the bear market, then we would expect some sort of a relief rally. And at some point, I think that's why I didn't pull the trigger at the moment. I didn't have time to really dig into the option puts. And I don't want to just pull the trigger without doing like all of my analysis. Like the chart analysis was already lined up, already had this. But when you're talking about options, then it's a whole nother animal of cost, time decay that you have to worry about. You know, all of that stuff, right? Which I do not talk about in recorded coaching, right? Recorded coaching, I spent 70 plus hours, but many times I said I do not teach options because it's a whole different animal. And I started in options before I started trading Bitcoin with 10x leverage in 2020. But I started in options first. And so Bitcoin with 10x leverage was much easier than options. I still trade options today. Not as big of size as, say, Bitcoin, um, or like doing like stocks by itself, or crypto spot, like spot crypto. Like I do bigger size there, or futures, but I still do options, right? I took the Tron call option trade, and that one killed it. It was like 248%. Woo wee. But it was small size, right? Smaller size. So the point is, I was ready on the chart, but I was caught up in doing other things. I didn't have time to dive in, and then it just kept pushing down. I think while we were on the live stream, and then I felt like I missed it, right? So I didn't want to chase it and have it pump back up to do like a lower high up here at like 450. But it's possible it drops back down. I'm not worried about it. Goes through a relief rally for a couple of months, and then maybe catch it then. So, but if you don't catch it, just look for the next one. There's new bullish and bearish setups every single day. You don't need to chase it. You just need the proper tools to find them, which we have. We're already pumping out Discord alerts every single day. And then you need the proper tools to chart them and then pull the trigger, right? So, what else? AMD alert caught this one, and there was a buy signal. Actually, the alert caught it over here on the 19th. It posted Discord and Marcus App Pro. I believe I posted over there, and then it caught it again, right? So it caught both times, and I'm just expecting it to be a bounce, though, right? Because you had the bearish divergence up here. So if you came over here, just expecting the bounce. Where's AMD? Yeah, there we go. So the sniper RSI's caught the bullish divergence. So I put it on here, bullish divergence, but the indicator picks it up for you, bullish divergence. This looks like a higher low. So when I got the alert on Discord, then I go to the chart and I see, okay, there was bullish divergence, there was a higher low, and then I got the alert in Discord. And so we mapped this out yesterday after the close. And this gap fill, this 7.8% gap fill, is a 15% move. And so if we look at it, where is it? Where is AMD? I know I posted it over here. Tron. Which one's that? FLG. AMD. There it is. So 17 hours ago, right? So you can see prices at 205.38. And then it pumped up to 219 so far, 220, right? So, wrong one. Jesse, wrong one. Oh, there we go. So that's where we're at right now. Posted it 205, and it's currently at 219 with a potential up to 237. So I'm not in that trade. I'm just showing examples, right? Obviously, it's all for educational purposes only. As you can see in the actual image card over here, educational only, right? So this is how we're finding potential breakouts before they happen in real time with real tools in real life. Never, ever take a position based off of what someone posts. Ever. I never give financial advice. This is a terrible strategy. This is always for educational purposes only. So if you're never take it because of my post. You should have a well thought out plan And reason why? Because you see the same thing on the chart, or you see something different on the chart, whatever the case may be. But never take a position just because of my post. Ever. I would never recommend that. I think that's a terrible strategy. Even if I am accurate, even if what I'm seeing in the charts does work out, you should always trust what you see on the charts. Always. Always. Even if the screener finds things that look great, you should still chart it yourself. And if you don't know how to chart it yourself, there's 70 plus hours of recorded coaching. I literally take you step by step by step from the very beginning all the way through the end and then some. Right? So that's that. Let's keep rocking and rolling over here. AMD Tron. 3 out of 4 targets hit so far. Boom. Boom. So, and another one. And another one. What else? What else? Tron, Corn, bearish divergence. Let's switch gears over to the Magnificent Seven. Getting some bounces over here. SMCI catching a bounce after that big drop down. It's like a 33% gap down, right? Amazon bouncing. There's a big gap, by the way, on Amazon. You can see it over here. Oh, more notification. Let's see. Amazon. A lot of these have. So I have automatic gap detection on. Right. So you got Apple, Microsoft, breaking news. Oh, let's get rid of just to make the chart bigger. Let's hide the sniper RSI for now. We're not just telling you what happened in the past. We've been covering Microsoft from the very top. Bearish divergence, double top. We talked about price filling this gap down here at 397. And as soon as the gap gets filled, the gap disappears. So these are still left open gaps, right? Price did come all the way back down here. If you look at it from our drawings, where's Microsoft? Where's Microsoft? Oh, there it is. It's at the bottom. We had all this mapped out in advance, right? Getting overbought, bearish divergence, double top. We had this gap mapped out way back since the gap, 397, right? 4 out of 4 targets hit. Our thesis was that price is going to come back down and retest the 200-week estimate. Guess what? It did. So if Microsoft comes back to retest the 200-week moving average, don't you think the indices are also going to come back and retest the 200-week moving average? Don't you think Bitcoin will also come back and retest the 200-week moving average? If the canary in the coal mine MSTR MicroStrategy comes back to retest the 200-week moving average for Bitcoin and goes below it, don't you think Bitcoin will as well? Yes. Microsoft, interesting enough, got very close within the 200-week moving average, very similar to Bitcoin, bounced, and then came all the way back down. Is Bitcoin about to do the same thing again? It's possible. What else? Let's keep going. Tesla. Still 2 targets remain. Wyckoff distribution, we talked about it. Very similar to Bitcoin. Wyckoff distribution. And there's gaps over there as well. Let's see. Tesla. Got a gap here at 342. QQQQ. A lot of gaps on the gap detection. SPY. Gaps. IWM, aka the Russell. TQQQQQQQQ. Gaps. BRK.B. In a bear market. AVGO. A lot of gaps below. AVGO. Look up below. Google. 6.6% gap at 220-ish. Fly was on the screener alert in the Discord. Woo-wee. That was an alert. What else? I can't remember if that was NTW. Rivian was an alert. Lemonade was an alert, I believe. Yeah. MU was I found that one. Hype was the alert. We already talked about that, covered it. Sniper alert on Monday. AMD too, right? So those are all sniper alerts. So let's go back to their Netflix. We posted this on Netflix. There was a pending buy signal on February 25th, and we talked about a relief rally, right? It's not playing out exactly like it would have bounced, came down, bounced, came down, bounced, but it bounced and it's coming back down. So not exactly, but very, very similar. Russell broke the long-term upward trend since April. Apple, Meta, QQQ, NASDAQ, loading target 2. Target 1 still holding at support. The longer it retests support, the weaker it gets. See, and even closed back above it, but even spiked below it. So just seems like the probabilities continue to increase that target 2 is going to be loaded up. And if we're seeing Microsoft retest the 200-week SMA like it just did, I would be very surprised if the NASDAQ does not. I'd be very surprised. Is there a guarantee? Never a guarantee. It did not retest the 200-week moving average down here. It got very close at 16,472 and then reversed, right? PLTR, Dow Jones, bearish, SP 500, support lost, support regained for the moment. But like I said, the support is weakening. Covered all that. So let's switch gears. Let's go back over to Bitcoin. Still holding, still trying to hold on. And let's do some of the chart requests over here. So we'll put on some music. You go and see if there's any chart requests. I know there's a few. Not yet. I mean, it's oversold, but not yet. It's oversold, but not yet on the daily chart. It's oversold on the weekly chart, but not yet. 2-week chart is oversold, but not yet. 3-week chart is bearish and is not oversold. The monthly chart is bearish and it's not oversold. Look out below. What else? There we go. Wrong one. Monthly chart is bearish. 3-week chart is bearish. 2-week chart is bearish. The weekly chart is bearish. And the daily chart just flipped bearish back below the 200-week SMA. It's in a bear market. That was a bounce. Bounces are expected to be sold off. It was 100% bounce. And that bounce is getting sold off right now. If you look at this longer term downward trend line, it may be a while before we see another bull market for HIMS. It's pretty crazy to think about, right? So we'll see. We'll see. Oops. What else? Tau. A couple people have mentioned Tau. Yep. That's true. Still ripping. Ultra bullish on the daily chart. Weekly chart is bullish. 2-week chart flipping bullish. Three-week chart, monthly chart. Doesn't mean there won't be pullbacks along the way, but looks like the higher 10 frames are flipping around for Tau, and the daily chart remains ultra bullish. Right now, it just seems like chasing on the daily chart. So when someone had me chart this back here, this buying low and selling into FOMO is the better strategy, right? Even from here to there, 90%, right? So SoFi, so good. I know I have it on here somewhere. Where's SoFi? There we go. Yep. Massive pump from $12 to $32. And now it's come back for a retracement. So bearish. 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 Was that it? Is it going to come back for a retest with a 200-week SMA? Possibly. Sure. What's the ticker? I'm sure I could search for it, but just make my life easier. SMH. Well, show me all the details so I can search for it quickly. Oh, I see. circle. Yeah, there's not a lot of chart history on Circle, so we can't get a good read on it from higher momentum, higher time frame momentum. So this was the bullish divergence, the higher low, gap up and go. Higher low, gap up and go. So typical. And then after that pump, right? So from wick to wick bounce, 172%, overbought, profit taking, drop back down. So now probably going to go into a consolidation period. And if it is by the dip season, then it could take some time to play out. So you have a gap down here still at $63. However it plays out, right? That's about it there. Could come back up like this. Consolidate. Who knows if it comes down here or not. And that could be the next possible buy the dip scenario, but not seeing it quite yet. What else? Kind of a late request, but we'll do it right now. RDT. J the Geek 40. Reddit. Oops. Bum, bum, bum. So indicators picking up bullish divergence. This could be a higher low coming up for a bounce, right? You've got small gap here. Small gap. Weekly chart is bearish. So any bounces, expect the bounces to get sold off as of right now. 2-week chart. Bearish. Monthly chart. Yeah, there could be a bounce. Maybe that gap gets filled or not, but it's bearish on the higher time frames. And even if there is a bounce, would expect those bounces to get sold off. So hopefully that helps. Yep. Cool. Woo-wee. What a good one we had today. Just a little over an hour and 10 minutes of live charts, full steam ahead. And here we are. Let's see. Take a quick peek at Bitcoin. Still doing similar Bitcoin stuff. Yep, still right there. Still holding on, as we talked about. Still holding on at $71,000. Still holding on, trying to back test these trending dots and upward sloping trend line. You got it, Lawrence. Thank you for always sharing on both apps. I appreciate that. And we'll continue to sniper the markets together. With that, thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your evening, wherever you're at in the world. And we'll continue to sniper the markets. Adios. See you on the next one.